Welcome back, everyone. We're heading straight into the game. Super one-shot frogs facing off against Dukamified, who will be moving on to the grand finals for North America.
Look at that. A new augmentation evoker composition has entered the fight. Cubsy on Arcane Mage. This is a high avoidance version of the augmentation evoker, but Outlaw Rogue is actually a spec that just has so much mobility and extra range that I don't actually think Calvish is going to have too hard of a time in this matchup staying on target.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is a cow Arcane Mage right now. Cubsy is rocking the Tauren as well. You love to see that. Cubsy already holding down the spell steal button as if it is his best keybind right now. And Cubsy trying to go for the Arcane Surge already. A lot of damage coming out here. He's playing Temporal Shield as well, Cubsy. And all the times back there, Temporal Shield should give him a big heal. There it is. And Cubsy will be able to survive through some excellent plays. But Flop actually did not have faith there, and he did use his Lay on Hand. So Cubsy not going to be in the greatest of spirits after that one. And now looking to get some counter pressure. There's the Arcane Missiles. He's got big hit of damage available with that Arcane Surge rolling. Calvish just going to go back to the pillar here for a second. Flop looking for the Repentance, looking for the setups here. And Calvish going to get back onto target here. Arcane did get a couple of buffs. You can see it right there. Cubsy almost takes down Calvish right there. Beautiful counter pressure, forcing out the Cloak of Shadows. But Calvish now looking to get counter pressure onto Chun, Sid.
Yeah, but he's leaving Cubsy open. He can't do that for much longer. They stun Cubsy. They connect to him. They force him to break out of that crowd control with a blink, it looks like, as he gets rescued back behind the pillar, but missiles are flying through. Anytime Cubsy is free casting here, he's looking like such a threat. He's getting some distance with that freedom, sprinting around with that Arcane Barrage spam, trying to get as much distance as possible. Blast Wave into Blessing of Freedom. He's got the Temporal up. He's going to be soaking this damage, healing it back in a few seconds. Drops a Ring of Frost defensively. Flop caught into a gouge, but they cannot connect to Cubsy. This is one fast cow right now, and I don't know if this is going to work out for Calvish or not. The next time he makes a push, he's got no cloak. He's already down to half. Arcane Surge is coming up in about 20 seconds at this point. If that's comboed with an Upheaval Fire Breath, I think it's pretty much lights out if those three spells immediately knock back down. Has to vanish away from the fight. Dodges that landslide route and gets back behind the pillar. Kearney's pushing in as well. A stun onto Flop. Big setup. Psychic Scream onto Chun-Li. He can't help out. Flop bops, but he's going to get stunned by the Chastise. Purged on his bop into a Cyclone at low health. That High Wind's going up onto him as well to reduce his healing. They're chasing him down. Can they finish him? Divine Protection. He retreats across the field and manages to drag them out into the open. And Kearney, he can't cross the field here. Cubsy's back on top of Flop just to make sure. Calvish looked like he snuck into stealth possibly there for a moment. Kearney looked like he may have drank, but Calvish is so low. A huge hit of damage from Cubsy. Anytime they leave him open. Now look at Nick. He's just down to 10%, and Cubsy is free casting right now. Just missiles flying in off to the side as he's just speeding around the map right now. Cheap shots on the Flop. He needs some help. Chun-Li's getting low as well. Has to trade Obsidian Scales. He gets Cyclone low. They're switching back to Flop again. Can they take him down? He's caught in a stun. So low. Solar Beam, and they're connecting. 10%. Almost going down. Lay of Hands onto himself, but it doesn't even get him topped. Cubsy is rotted down as well. He is really struggling. If they stay on top of him and he can't cast Tears Deliverance, I think it's over for his team. Cubsy has to Ice Block. They just need to stay on top of him. Do not let Flop cast Tears Deliverance at all costs. He's going for Aura Master Tears Deliverance. He gets it off, and now his healing is going to be amplified. He should be able to get his team back to full. He's forced to trinket out of the kidney shot, trying to duck away, stunning the Calvish. Calvish trinkets out, gunning down for the kill onto Flop right now, rotting down Chun-Li at the same time. Massive pressure, Incarnation, big value. And Flop will be going down. Dukamified weather the storm, and Cubsy's cow level will not be enough to outdo them.
And it's going to be chase the Cubsy once again. Once again, we are back in the cow level here. Calvish trying to farm some loot. Nick dropping dangerously low, though. That is going to be the Ray of Hope coming out for Kearney. Kearney now spamming out the damage. Here's a big swap onto Chun-Li. Smoke Bomb connects. Big mind games coming out. Chun-Li catches a massive heal there by Flop, but they could swap to Flop now. Flop's been playing very far away, and Calvish actually looking like he wants to go for it, but you're going to be going after Cubsy for just a little bit. Now here comes the swap. Big stun coming out from Kearney. They don't have any follow-up, though. Nice sleepwalks coming out from Chun-Li onto Calvish. Just trying to buy Flop a little bit of time. No Divine Shield available for Flop. Trying to fake cast some kicks. He's dropping to dangerously low. 10% HP. He might just go down here. He's so low, and he will get blasted by Nick and Dukamified. And super one-shots, Frogs. They're the ones getting one-shot. They need to swap out of this comp immediately. line, qualification on the line. Who is going to take it, Sid?
I mean, at this point, Dukamified are looking so good that I don't really want to bet against them. This comp is absolutely ravaging the competition here. Cubsy gets Solar Beam on cast. Nick gets caught into a leg sweep, though, as Chun-Li is trying to turn it around with the Serenity. They grip Nick to safety. Cubsy's blinking back with Flop. Flop repositioning away from Calvish. He's in bear form, trying to pre-bear a stun or get ready for some sort of attack there as he goes into stealth for a moment. And Nick is taking huge damage, but Cubsy is equally taking huge damage. This is back and forth. Greater invis from Cubsy. Flop has to use Nature Swiftness. Kidney shot now onto Chun-Li. They're switching their attention to him, and where is his health going? It's just disappearing. He has to trinket and karma. Now Nick is low, and this is a very explosive game number 3. It's going to be high intensity, and it feels like at any point, if somebody makes a mistake, it could be over.
Yeah, definitely could be over at any point here. Flop right now dropping to about 50% HP as well. And look at Calvish, goes for the gouge. It breaks, unfortunately, to that Moonfire dot, but Calvish has a kidney shot ready, and there it is. Full kidney shot onto Flop. Flop could be in a lot of trouble here. Doesn't use his bark skin. Nice read there by Flop, realizing he's not in too much trouble. He does trinket because he didn't use that bark skin. He's going to be able to actually trinket out there and not find himself in a KO position. But now Cubsy is getting KO'd here. Temporal Shield is active. Cubsy manages to land a War Stomp Sheep into a double Dragon's Breath. There's the leg sweep onto Nick, but he's in pre-bear form. Nick taking 0 damage there. Still has the renewal. Still has cooldowns to trade. Kearney is out of crowd control as well. Should be able to pick him back up there. Nick is taking decent amount of pressure, though, as that touch of the Magi is rolling onto Nick. Finally, they are going to connect the Ray of Hope, and Nick should be able to stay alive with that. Catches a big heal there. Nice Ring of Peace there, pushing Nick away from the fight. And now Chun-Li on that Windwalker could be in a lot of danger here. Smoke Bomb gets dropped by Calvish. He's trying to close out the match. They have a restun. They don't even need it. And they do manage to close it out. Super One-Shot Frogs will be eliminated. Dukamified are going to be the 4th team to make it into the finals, and they make it look easy.